Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to KLab Game Station, episode 32. I'm Matt, he's Mark. I think he's Mark. This is weird. I don't know. I think it's Mark. The ghost of Mark. I'm gonna try to focus. It's not gonna be easy. Did Mark go to E3? No, he did not. Matt, you're late. Is that all the salt slowing you down? Yes, it is. So yes, Mark is with us. His body or his spirit, I don't know which one, but he's sort of here. It's kind of weird. We'll see how it goes. Just like the we've got a lot to cover today. So, now I'm tiny. Yes, lovely. Let's go to Festival Corner. Yeah, let's talk about our games. Big Kev, coucou Mathieu en direct de la France. C'est bien demi-réveillé. Il est quoi? Il est 4h, 5h du matin chez vous? Waouh. Bonjour, vous êtes bien matinal. Hello everyone watching us on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm on my own, so I'm going to try and read the comments as we go along. 5h du matin, BKFR. Il est tôt, merci. Kotori Live 7125, I notice you. Yeah, I'm doing good, I'm doing good, putain. Yumede, tu ne parles pas français, that's okay. It's okay, you don't have to, nobody has to speak French really. It's, English will do. Let's go on with the show. You stayed all night just for the show, well, thank you. Thank you, BT991. Vincent, yeah, I know, but Mark is here. 5 a.m. in Albania too. Oh, hello Albania. Okay, let's do this. So last weekend was Love Life Collider Festival, Concha Fest 2017, which is like a thank you event. They used to call it Thanksgiving for English, and we were like, just not Thanksgiving, anything but not Thanksgiving. What it is a gigantic offline event that we do. It's the third edition that we've done that in Tokyo, in Ikebukuro. For those of you who've been around Tokyo and know Ikebukuro, it's an area with actually a lot of shops and stuff around anime, manga, figurines, like it's not Akihabara, but it's pretty close in terms of geek heaven. And this happened Saturday and Sunday, and I think they just broke the record of attendance. More than 54,000 people attended over the 2 days. Mark finds that hilarious, but then again, he's like, everything is hilarious to him. So yes, we have we couldn't take movies, unfortunately. I couldn't be there myself, but just to give you like a little sneak peek of what happened, we had the whole staff of Aqua who was there, the voice actress that was there. You can see people all around. This is actually like a big it's a Sunshine Tower in Ikebukuro. It's like big mall, shopping mall slash business office tower slash they have an aquarium in there. It's a huge place, and you can see like all the people gathering around. It's you can see the 54,000 people in there. There was a lot of things going on. This actually is Decafest, which they call it. Like they are like, you see the actresses are standing on like round things, and this is actually the same as when you play Skull Idol Festival. So Decafest is actually, there's sensors on the ground, 9 for your 9 characters, and you can actually play Skull Idol like this, just standing, like the good old Dance Revolution for the older in the audience. And we do this in like special events. So they were actually playing Decafest, so that's why they're like in the semicircle 9, 1, 1, 1, and this is actually how standing and going up and down on the thing. That's how you actually play the game, which sounds pretty rad. And you can still see the massive audience in the background. There were interviews. There was just like a lot of stuff going on. This is actually pictures were forbidden, but because we kind of like sort of make the game, so they let us. These are the actual costume of Aqua that the actresses also wear. So visitors couldn't take pictures, but we could. So just to show you around. And they mentioned several things about the game moving forward. And this is the Nakayoshi to the match, I think, which is a new feature that will be coming soon on the Japanese server. So hopefully it will happen in global later. I think they're preparing some English news about the festival. So as soon as they're ready, probably next week, we'll be able to share with you some more info in English because not everybody speaks Japanese. But it's just to give you a little peek of the Concha Fest, of the Thank You Festival. They do it every year around that time of year in Japan, in Tokyo. Then they do smaller ones in other cities throughout Japan. So you know, if you're planning a trip to Japan for next year, think about it because it's pretty sweet. I mean, I'm not really good with crowds and lines. I think some people waited 4 to 6 hours to buy some of the merchandising that was there. That's not so much for me, but it's just great because that's the third time we do it and it keeps growing. And you know, for a game that's just celebrated its third anniversary in global, you know, it's cool. It's cool. The game keeps going on, and there'll be lots of news. Hopefully, we'll be able to give you more info in English in the next few weeks. But there's still a lot to come around Love Live and School Idol Festival, so check this space. We're going back to the actual game. And so this is what's going on the scouting side of things. So in the Honor Scouting that we presented the last couple of weeks, it ends tomorrow on the 16th. And after that, on the same day, there's a new one that will start and that will last for another week. We also have a new version of Yukari Saotome on normal that's coming up this week. So for the scout that finishes tomorrow, we presented last week. So if you're interested in those characters, in those idols, it's the last few hours, last few days to get them. And from tomorrow, it's a jobs theme scout that's coming up. So here's a little peek. We have Riko, who's a nurse. I'm not so sure about that big syringe that she has when she's idolized. That looks actually cute and painful. Not so sure about that. We have Yoshiko, who's a magician, I guess, and then she idolized into a better magician, I think. And then we have Ruby, who's a pâtissière. Sorry, pâtissière we say in French. Once idolized, I'm not so sure if she's still a pâtissière, like a pastry chef, but she looks good. She sure does look good. And then we have Daya, who works in a temple. And then once idolized, she still works in the temple with that costume. I don't know. She's a free spirit. So they'll be with you from tomorrow. Here's the Riko. So, you know, spend those gems. I said this in Brave Soul as well. Use your orbs. I'm going to say the same thing for School Idol. Use those love gems like with care. There's not a lot of them, so use them wisely. Hopefully this gives you a bit of time to plan ahead on which scout to go for. Speaking of scouts, we might do a little one while we're at it. Mark is not here, but hey, we can do it. Actually, I just got, before the show I did a coupon scouting and I just got a UR Nozomi-chan, so I'm pretty chuffed, I'm pretty happy about it. So I don't know what you guys would want. We have the standard or we have the limited that just started. So we can do 11. Let me know which one you would rather do. So limited or standard? Limited or standard? Limited or standard? Nope. Like, you know what? That's okay. I'll go for limited because I can see Nozomi and I have a good feeling. Game ada kite nakatta. Okay, we didn't have the game yet, sorry guys. So, let's go for, limited. Let's go for limited. Okay, here goes nothing. And Mark usually say don't spend those gems, but they're Mark gems. This time, that's my phone, so it's okay. I can spend my own gems. Give me something good. Well. Seen some SRs in there. I'll go for that. Hello, Nico. Okay. It's not incredible, but it's not too bad either. Yeah, a little SR in there. Well, I mean, I just got a Yua Nozomi out of a coupon scouting, so I guess I used all my gems in there. But they look good. Okay, I hope you have better chance than I do. Back to the slides, please. Slide に戻ってください. Mark, hello Mark. Yeah, I feel taller now. I feel stronger. I like this. So a couple of days ago, it was Mari's birthday. So happy birthday! I hope you all got those gems, and I hope she had a very shiny birthday. She says that a lot. She does say that a lot. She likes shiny things. Who doesn't? So I know it was 2 days ago, but hey, it was this week. So happy birthday, Mari, and I hope you all enjoyed it. You know, who doesn't love free love gems? And we talked about it last week and probably the week before that, if I remember correctly. The Challenge Festival Round 3 finishes tomorrow. So last few hours to get there and get those ranking and to get a Hanayo-chan, a froggy Hanayo-chan, I guess. And finally, you know the drill, we're gonna do a song. This week is Yumede Yozorawo Terashita, which is pretty tough to say. In hard mode, which should be okay with me. It should be okay with me. Hopefully, I don't know if I can get a perfect combo. I don't think so. But there's a few advice for the songs, 3 of them as usual, you know the drill. So we're gonna go through the tips and then I'm gonna try to not make too much of a fool of myself and completing the song. じゃあ、動画お願いします。The first tip is short stairs. Actually, I found the beginning of this song much harder than this. Okay, so you have to go all the way on the right and don't forget the long. I'm really bad at this long hold. Nothing too hard, but you know, you have to think of both sides. You start over there and there's a cheeky long one on the left. The second tip is ups and downs. This is just about keeping the rhythm. There it goes. Up and then you go back down again. So nothing too fierce, but you just have to go up and down. And finally, the shining dreams, shiny, as Mary would say. So this is closer to the end. And again, that's not the hardest part of the song, but you just have to be, because you have the double tap plus the single at the same time. So just make sure that one, もう一回お願いします。This goes really fast, but by then in the song you're like out of the woods pretty much. So just you see you have a mix of double and single at the same time. So just keeping the rhythm. I actually found that the beginning of the song is the hardest part, and for some reason the dev didn't put it in there. So my actual advice for you is careful at the beginning because it's pretty tough. There's a lot of long hold, and I'm pretty bad at those. But again, it's in hard. So I think even me can clear that. So I usually leave the expert to Mark. But speaking of which, gameの方お願いします。Okay. And so I don't know. Can I get a B? Can I get a B at least? I hope. So Yumede Yozorawo Terashita in hard. Because I'm a coward, I'm gonna go with pure. Just because. 準備よろしいですか？よろしいですよ。Okay, and I know the beginning is tough, so. I'm really bad at this. Sorry guys. Okay. From there it's a bit easier. so focused right now. Ah, bad. 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 It's gonna be a C. It's gonna be a C. Well, I didn't die. I didn't die. So there is progress. There is progress. It's not even my high score. That hurts. That hurts. Rank up. So sorry I couldn't see the comments, but at least I cleared it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm not as good as Mark. I'm not as nice as Shinji, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm gonna keep training. My resolution is to do an expert song one day, hopefully. And rank up. Yeah, I know. Thank you guys. I mean, there's a lot of training. There's a lot of training to go. I'm not there yet to be as good as this guy over there. He's still there. I forgot he was there. But hopefully, one day expert. That's my next goal, expert. So thanks for watching. That's all we have for the Love Lies Colorado Festival Corner. We'll be back in a few seconds with Brave Soul with a lot of stuff to cover. There was a show on the Japan stream yesterday, so we're gonna go and explain most of this in English. So we'll be back in a few seconds. Thanks for everyone for watching the School Idol Corner, and see you next week. And keep on watching Brave Soul if you would. And we'll be back in a few seconds.
クラブ。
私はついに死神もフォローも超越した存在となった。
一瞬で終わらせてやる。これがブレソルの本気だ。ブレイチブレイブソウルズ、今すぐ検索。
And we're back. I'm Matt. This is Mark. Angry Mark. Surprise Mark. He's got a whole range of emotion. I think he was an actor back in high school. I need to stop looking at the screen because this is really messy. Anyways, a lot of stuff to talk about today. Slide onegaishimasu. So here I'm tiny again. Welcome back, everyone. I'm gonna try and read the comments as well, but I'm on my lonesome. I mean, Mark is here, but just in like spirit. Yeah, this is better. This is much better. This is much better. Yeah. So today, apart from the usual suspects, we're gonna talk a bit more about the link slot level and bonuses because we're gonna present the update more in detail next week. But we saw through last week that on both Japan and global server there were a lot of questions about these new features. We thought we might as well just give you a bit more information, clear a few points that were a bit hard to understand through the news alone and my wonderful drawing. I think my drawing was perfect, but you know, it's art. Everybody interprets it differently. And we have a few things to cover from question bucket of last week. Thank you everyone who put in some comment and question both in French and English. I know you don't believe me when I say, but we do pass everything to the dev team. It's just that sometimes, I mean, they take the feedback, sometimes they act on it, sometimes they're already working on it, sometimes they can't work on it. It's just that if we present a question that we brought just to say they're not going to do it, or it's not going to happen in the next year or so, it's kind of lame. But every feedback you give us, every question you put in there goes to the dev team, and more often than not, they actually take the feedback and it appears in the game later. So thank you everyone for participating and writing your own questions and suggestions because they always help. So let's start. Finally, people have been asking for these characters for a long time. You better get them now because boy. Here there are Legions of Regrets. We actually changed the name because the actual chapter in the manga is Legions of the Regret with an L after G, so we changed it. So actually if you check the manga, it's still like Legend of the Regrets, I think. So here they are. I know it was a long time coming. We have Kaname, Tosen in his Wekomondo getup. We have Zomari Arieno, I can never say his name for some reason. Is it the French in me? And Zomari. So finally, with Yami last month, we have all the Espada as playable characters in the game. It was long overdue. They are not the hypest character in the whole Bleach universe, I guess. Can I say that? But here they are. I mean, we needed all the Espadas, so they are here. Finally, we have some Kaname fans, like a lot of people were asking for this Kaname to appear. So, the news came up last month in Japan, so I know a lot of you knew already, but here they are, they're coming tomorrow. And we're gonna show them to you in a bit more details. So this is my boy Zomari, Amore. He's actually, so now we show the 200 level status because that's how far they can go now. The skill he can run through 6-star, he's got both long stride and sprinter plus, so he can move really, really fast and over a really long distance, which is pretty awesome. All his attacks can cause paralysis. His special has a 100% chance of causing paralysis. And a bit like Soifon and Yoruichi, he can just scan through the screens. You can't really see it here in the videos, but he's really useful for that because he can just float around, long range as well, and his special, as I said, causes paralysis. Heart unit, pretty cool one. Here is Aroniero. So all his attacks can cause poison. His special, of course, 100%. And so he's also a range character. Mind, 6-star level 200, pretty hard hits, attack, and spiritual pressure. He's got weaken attack as well. Frenzy, always nice to have extra hits on your strong attacks. So another pretty cool, like, you know, poison for all of his attacks. That's pretty useful too. Then his special goes attack and weaken attack. So pretty, you know, pretty cool character. His hand is really unnerving, but so here are the two Espada left, and oh, he's got his own kind of charisma. Ooh, boom, boom, boom. And finally, we have Kaname Tosen in his Wekomondo clothes. His special is quite something as well with his release version. He's more of an all-round character because he's got strong SP and strong attack as well. Attack goes all the way to 710. Bombardment, long reach, bruiser, havoc, sprinter. So pretty solid unit. Dodge rate as well, plus 11%. So he's pretty fast. I like his normal string of attack as well. That will appear at the end of the video. The vortex can cause burn as well, and his special can cause confusion. And pretty wide range for strong attacks as well. The third one here. And I actually quite like his normal string of attack. It's pretty slick. Reminds me of Mind Gain as well. Speaking of Gain. And finally, in his special, I don't know if people would have liked him to be like this the whole character. I don't know, but here they are. Those 3 characters will be with you from tomorrow. If you're into these guys, all the 5-star of these summons will only be one of those 3. So if you're targeting this character, it's pretty cool. I mean, people have been asking for them for a long time. So if you're a collector, if you're missing, if you really wanted to have those last Espada, if you wanted Kaname Tosen, we don't have a lot of Kaname out there, so here they are. And then we have one more summon to talk about that will be available from the 19th. It's a killer selection, Iron Chaos. So that's for Bleach Cowboy, I guess. Double tap Byakuya. And then you have Toshiro from his Lost Agent version, Rukia in his tag team version, and Mashiro. So you know the drill. If you don't have any of those and you're really into these characters, you want to go for them. It's a good selection. If you only have one or more of them, you might want to pass. It's like I just reduced his head. It's like in Beetlejuice, if people know the movie. So this will be available from the 19th. Since we're into summons, we're gonna do some. What can I do for you today? So there's a few options we can go for. We can go for the attribute summons, or we can do. I have what, 300 orbs. We could do a double accessory summons. What do you guys think? Should we do an accessory? Beetlejuice. Yeah, you know it. Fiano John, you know it. So one multi. We could do 2 multi accessories to change. What do you guys think? Accessories or summons? No. Nobody's answering. I just did, Vincentis, I just did. Okay, banner multi. Okay then. That's a pretty good one that I spend a lot of orbs on the Japanese server, because there's Tetsuzaemon, there's Tsukishima, and there's Nano-chan that I don't have. So let's see if we can, like, we had some crazy luck last week. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, here it goes. Show me the rainbow. Yes, again. Oh, man, yes, I know who that is. Man, my man, Tetsuzaemon. Again, it's kind of salty for me because I never had him, and I spent a lot of orbs to get him ever since he was first released. That's okay. I mean, it's a good thing. So I'm kind of salty anyway because I really wanted him. His stamina is crazy. He's got frenzy as well, and I always miss it in my game. And I guess it's a thing now that I don't get him in my own game, but I get them during the show, which is nice, I guess. And Byakuya to finish. I think that's all we have. Shinsui, White Ichigo. Damn, Tetsuzaemon, that was good. That was good. I wish I had him. White Lens, you got Iba. Yeah, Iba is really, really good. He's a beast. Well, Iba's friendly with low SP, Frost Rush like Mesh on Facebook. Yeah, but you can always work that out with accessories and Soul Link. But he's pretty strong. He's pretty strong. So that was it. Pretty lucky again. Although that's not my game. That's not my game. That's the company's phone. But at least I don't have to eat that stuff. Just slide modotte kudasai. Okay, we're back with the slides. Upcoming events. This happened yesterday because it's always updated at midnight on the Japanese server. So every month I see people on the comments saying that they didn't receive their 15 orbs. You probably had on the 14th because it's on the 15th midnight in the Japanese clock. So that's pretty much the 14th for anyone who doesn't live in that side of the world. So Ichigo no Hi, Ichigo's Day, 15 free orbs. Who doesn't like that? And then from tomorrow, the next frenzy is a comeback. Frozen Bloom, Toshiro is back. So let me see. For those who did it last year, you know the drill by now. You get him from doing the part 1 on normal. So even if you already have him, you get a second one. If you've never done it before, you get a first one. Max him up with the special crystal that you can drop through the single and co-op events of this frenzy. His Soul Link, this time in 6-star, can be pushed all the way to freeze duration minus 55. And I'm trying to think of what's the second one. Is it strong attack 18? I have a strong attack 18 of cooldown. My mind is playing tricks with me. But it's like if you want to do like some raids where there's a lot of freezing, like enemies that freeze, you can use it because you don't have to waste another Soul Link on the freeze reduction. I think there are 5 events in this event, so that's 25 orbs. And then if you've never maxed him, it's 50 for 5-star, like to level 100, and there's another 75 orbs if you max him all the way to 150. So it's free orb for the people, for the Toshiro fans out there. I know it's not the best Soul Links out there, but at least they're the freeze direction plus extra, so there's that. And just because there's a lot to cover, I'm going to go a bit faster. Busy week ahead because also from tomorrow you have a new event that's Kaname's Recipe for Justice, a new menu. There are 9 quests in this one, so that's 45 orbs for the quest when you clear everything. Then there's 5 orbs through the orders, so that's 50. And then this Kaname is a brand new attribute, so that's 35 orbs when you max him as well. So just for the event you get 85 orbs. And then the good thing is if you're lucky enough to drop Kaname in the summons, in the recommended summons, it drops a lot of 4-star Kaname, so you can actually get his awakened much quicker, for his limit from 60 to 80, sorry. And then in 6-star as well. So it's pretty good timing. That was last month in Japan, so again, they really push it to get it to you in global as soon as possible. And it's a Kaname event, he's straight. He's all about justice and recipes for some reason. And this is a character-based event, so it drops a lot of characters, 3-star characters, 4-star Kanames. You get a lot of summon tickets as well through the event. Usually we switch. 1 week is more about accessories, the next week is more about characters. This week is all about characters. Piro808 on Twitch. Why can't I get orbs when I max all my characters? Well, you don't get once you already did it once, you get a badge on that character, so it only works once per character and attribute. So maybe check that. なんか YouTube コメントあまり見てないね。俺の方は全然更新されてない。僕まだ YouTube のコメント見てないです。Sorry, just technical issues. Moving on. Really busy weekend because on Friday as well. スライドの方お願いします。今画面になってます。We're back. We have a new awakened mission. So the Shinigami are back, the Soul Reapers are back. It's like the good old commercial, the Soul Reapers are back. So you know the drill. You have to clear all 5 attributes in all the difficulty level, and then you can unlock the Awaken quest, the Nightmare difficulties. And when you clear all that, you can get a 4 or 5-star accessory ticket. So you know this one are time limited as well. I know the Zanpakuto one a couple of months ago was really tough as nail to go through the time limit. So what I would advise you is we talk about Zomari and his sprint plus, like his flash steps plus and sprint. All those characters that can go really, really fast, scan through the level, they're really useful to win a few seconds. You know, you can use the usual strong characters to defeat the mobs, but then when you go through one level to the other at the beginning, you can switch, use a character that's quick. You have Soifon, you have Yoruichi, you have that Zomari who has those 2 skills. They make you win a few seconds that can be really important at the end. What I usually do as well is like I do 1 round for not dying, I do 1 round for speed. Well, I don't mind if I lose 1 or 2 characters. So you don't have to clear everything from the first go. So think about your strategy. Think about your killer abilities, your Soul Reaper and Captain killer abilities, because that's an extra damage bonus for you. Bring a really strong friend. Keep the strong friend for those missions, or wait that they're like refreshed to do them, because having a strong broken along with it always helps. So good luck. That will be, and that's more orbs for you as well. So that will be with you tomorrow as well. Finally, the nitty-gritty, the link slot level and bonuses. I'm going to talk a bit more about this. We're going to show some actual footage, and we're going to go more in detail next week when we'll be closer to the update, because they're still working on a lot of stuff. But because there were a lot of questions, we're just going to cover a bit more what I discussed in my wonderful drawing last week. And they discussed that yesterday in the Japanese stream, but hey, it's in Japanese, so it's easy to get lost. So first, there's a lot of text, but bear with me, I think it's important that it's there. So what's this link slot level thing? So what's going to happen with the 5.0 update is that every 6-star characters is going to, in his free or her link slots, where you put your soul trait in there, they're going to get levels, and they're all going to start at level 0. Which means that from level 1, when you put a character in there, you'll be able to get some of that character stats as a bonus. For example, it can be attack, it can be stamina, it can be spiritual pressure, focus. So you'll be able to get some of that. And of course, you'll get the soul traits. So the soul trait effects won't change. You'll get the soul trait as usual, and plus you have a chance to get extra stats as a bonus, like you would have on the accessories on the side. And you'll be able to raise the link slot level, and that will increase the amount of stat that you can borrow. And to level those link slots, you're going to need, you know it, a brand new item. So what are the conditions? Because hey, of course there are conditions. You're going to need a 6-star character. So the character that you equip in the slot has to be a 6-star character, which is at least, so you have to have at least the level 1 soul link slot. So as I said, you start at 0, so you won't be able to borrow stat from the get-go. You need to get that slot you want from level 0 to 1. And then when you put someone in there, you'll be able to get the boost that you want. But the other condition is that the link character must be at least 6-star, level 150 or above, and a soul tree maxed out 100% or more, and of the same attributes. So what it means, I have to, when I want to equip it, I have to have at least one of my link slot has to be level 1 or more, and then the character I put in there has to be at least 150 and a soul tree at least 100%. What I mean is you don't have to put a released, the thing that we just released at the last update, that character doesn't have to be released. So you don't need to give that character the free Hogyoku's Will and do the release feature on it. It doesn't have to be. If it's a 6-star, that's level 150, and with the soul tree at 100%, that will work. And then the next part of it is it has to be the same attributes. So that's another limitation that you have to take into consideration. And finally, you need the new items to go from level 0 to 1 and above on your soul link slots, and that's the link slot potions. It's not a very original name, but I don't make those names. And as you can see, they come in all the different attributes plus a little rainbow one. And where can you get those potions? Bam! You can get them in a brand new event that will be with you with the updates. Bear in mind that this banner, it's in English, but it's still a development banner, so it might change when the update is actually out. I'm going to take a bit of water because And it's a brand new event that's going to be called Inheritance Zone. And this is where you're going to be able to get the link slot potions. And these events are attribute specific. What I mean is the first one to come with the update will be a speed attribute, which means that only, yes, you guessed it, only speed attribute characters can get in there. So think about that. That's why we wanted to talk about it as soon as possible yesterday on the Japanese stream and this morning on the global stream, because if you don't have like strong speed characters, you have them and you haven't really worked on them, now is the time. The update is planned by the end or sometime around the end of the month, so you have a bit of time to pro up your blue characters, because only blue characters will be able to enter. There will be solo and co-op levels of 2 different difficulty levels. You'll get orbs because that's new quests, and you'll have 2 difficulty levels, so you'll be able to get orbs when you do the solo ones. And as far as the difficulty go, so the dev team tells me that it's similar to 5-star raids. The only difference is that for now we have 3 difficulty for 5-star raids, and there'll be 2 difficulty levels in the Inheritance Zone. The easiest level will be the hardest, about the same as the hardest level in 5-star raids, which means that the hardest Inheritance Zone level will be a little above the hardest raids that you can do right now. So think about that, it's going to be a bit more challenging than usual, but the good news is compared to the extreme co-op quest, you can do these in solo as well. So you don't have to do co-op to do this. And finally, a little thing, it's a little tease I know, but within those level Inheritance Zone, there might be a little surprise that pop up every now and then. That's all I'm allowed to tell you at the moment, that I've read through what they're planning, and it's pretty sweet. So it's really, what I can tell you, it's really worth doing, because there might be a little surprise lurking there every now and then. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about it later, but it's pretty sweet. So I know it's a lot to take in. Just to sum up, from 5.0, let's go back. For 5.0, all your 6-star characters, their 3 link slots will have levels, and they will start at 0. Once you put them at least 1 to level 1, you'll be able to borrow some stat of the characters that you equip. You'll get the soul trait, of course, but you'll have a chance to get a plus alpha bonus from that character. And to do that, that character has to be at least level 150 with his soul tree at least at 100%, and it has to be of the same attribute. If those conditions are met, then you'll be able to borrow some of those stats like attack, spiritual pressure, stamina. It will depend on stuff that we'll probably talk about a bit more in detail next week. But it's just to give you an idea, because there was a lot of confusion also, because I guess the info we gave you was kind of confusing. So here it is. And to level up those slots, you'll need the new items, which are the link slot potions. They come in different attributes. There's a rainbow one as well. And you will get them in a brand new event, Inheritance Zone, that will be attribute specific. So the first one will be speed. Only speed characters will be able to get in, both on solo and co-op. The difficulty would be about the same as the 5-star raids, except that the second difficulty level will be a bit harder than the hardest raid so far. So think about that. And finally, there might be a little surprise extra in there every now and then when you do those quests. So that's all we can communicate as of today. The point is, if you don't already have maxed, like if you want to get into the zone, make sure you have some good speed characters. Hopefully by now, since you start playing, you have them, but maybe you haven't really developed them, so you have a bit of time to try, because the first will be speed. So think about that, and we'll give you more info next week, probably with some game footage. I mean, the game will probably be in. I'm not sure if we'll be able to play the game, show you actual in-game footage if it will be ready. So it might be just videos, but we'll be able to show you much more next week. But it was just to kind of give you more info and tell you from now to get those speed characters ready. Finally, question bucket. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. Question bucket, this is from last week, and that I think was from the French Facebook page question. Will we release more event exclusive accessories in the future? The answer is yes, they're working on it. Watch this space. There will be more. I know that for people who have loads of 5-star accessories, it's not that useful, but you know, when you start the game, when you don't do the fusion or you don't want to, having, you know, like the parasol that we have now, I used the parasol quite a lot when I started the game. So moving forward, there will be others. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I do all the talking today. So there will be more moving forward. I can't tell you when, which accessories, but there will be more. Second point, we got a lot of feedback both on customer support on all our social media channels and also on the Japanese customer support and social media as well. Can you please change the position of the quit button in co-op, because especially when you do the extreme one, there was a lot of bosses that can kill you in one shot and you think you're swiping and you're avoiding it, but you actually get killed, and the next thing you know, you press quit. So they are aware of the situation. They've seen the problem and they're aware of the issue. They heard all your feedback and they are going to start working on it. So I can't really tell you like when it's going to happen or not, but they're looking into it. So hopefully we'll be able to give you more info later. But what I can tell you is they're aware that it bugs a lot of people. So they're now discussing what they can do about it. So thank you for your feedback and please be patient, but they are aware of the situation. They've heard you and your Japanese colleagues. Then the next question is, I think that was also from the French bucket. Can you make the list of characters that can be awakened in the strategy guide within the game easier to scan through? I agree, it's a big mess. When we started 6-star, there were only a few 6-stars there. Now pretty much all the characters can be awakened and there's no filter or anything. You just have to screen through endless pages until you find the characters you want. So this is also something that they're aware of and they're going to start looking into it. So again, because they're just going to start working on it, I can't tell you any timeline or anything. What I can tell you is like they've heard you, they're aware of the problem and they're looking into it. So be patient, but they're aware that it's not so great and they're going to work on it. It's not a crucial point of the game, but you know, when you want the info, you just got a new 6-star and you want to know how many red cards you need and how much, it's kind of a drag to look into it. And finally, pretty much, I guess, more interesting for all of you guys, that's a question that was around for a long time, both on English and French. Will we add more difficult stories and events moving forward? So yes, we will. Yesterday on the Japanese stream, they just announced a new story. The main story, so yesterday on Global we just got the last part of the Zanpakuto, and on Global we're always one chapter late on the story part than Japan. Sorry, they work as fast as they can, but we're one story behind. So the story that's coming soon, probably today or tomorrow maybe in Japan, is the Fullbringer, the Lost Agent arc. And this will be a bit harder than the previous one. They're upping the difficulty a bit. So that's for the story part, but also, as I just mentioned, the inheritance zone on both solo and co-op, they will aim the difficulty a bit. So the hardest difficulty level will be harder than the hardest raid so far. And they also told me that they're working on more contents and more stories and events moving forward. That will be a bit more difficult because as we go into the link slot leveling, as we go into the release and the level 200, they're aware that they need to, the follow and to propose you a bit more challenging. We have the boss rush, we have the, the Shinigami, the Soul Reaper, the Zanpakuto Awaken quest every now and then, but they keep on working. They keep working on new events, harder events to keep you motivated, to keep you into the game, and keep you give you things that's a bit more challenging. It's just that as it is now, I can't tell you what, when, where, but they're working on it, so be assured that they'll keep on bringing new challenging features, stories, events for you guys, so that you keep, taking a character to level 200, like even to 150 6-star, and 200 takes time, so they know they have to keep working on give you more challenging stuff to keep you motivated, and that's what they'll do, so bear with us. Thank you for your feedback. There's a lot more that have been asked last week. It all went to the devs. Some of it we'll probably be able to talk more in the coming weeks in the question bucket. It's just at this point it's a bit premature to mention it on the show. But there was a lot of good feedback, and I can tell you that in a lot of stuff they're already working on it. It's just that it's a bit too early to talk about. So watch this space. Thank you so much for your feedback as always. And see you next time. It's 12:50. We can do some co-op. じゃあゲームの方お願いします。We're going to change things up a bit this week. It's a shame that I'm on my lonesome, but because we have Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and there's a bit of lag, the lag is a bit different between among every channel. Divinity Zero, the point is to make things easy for people who have nothing better to do. Okay, if you think so. Human has no weaknesses. Hey, the game is not loading. Really? Really? So just reading through the comments. So we're gonna change things. We're gonna do one co-op with YouTube, one co-op with Facebook, and one co-op with Twitch, one at a time. So we will give you the first few numbers of the room on each channel. So we're gonna start. We're gonna put in the comments on YouTube. Chapeau de paille, merci d'avoir pas dormi pour moi, je suis désolé, j'espère que ça ira ce matin ou demain. So we're going to start by putting the room number on YouTube so that people can join on YouTube. Then we're going to do the same thing for Facebook, and then we're going to do the same thing for Twitch. So more people will have a chance to join because there's so much lag on one channel to the other that we know that it's not fair. So it's going to take a bit of time. We're going to take turns, but we think it's a bit more fair for everybody. So let's start with YouTube. Yeah, so we're going to start with YouTube, and we're going to give the room number. 最後の番号言わないよね? Okay, so I feel like playing with Nanao-chan because we have the Parasol event right now. I hope you enjoy it. I loved it last year. I love the little detail. You've got the rain, you have the little rain puddles, and you have your reflection in it. It's pretty sweet, so I'm going to play with Nanao-chan because she's the character I prefer in my Japanese game as well. And let's not be coward. We can do, let's do an Aizen. It's going to take a bit of time, but I feel like doing a Legend Aizen. So I'm gonna create a room, and they're gonna give you. We're gonna give you in the YouTube comments the first numbers of the room. これどうすればいい? Okay. So first it's YouTube, so we're gonna put the comments on YouTube first, the first numbers, except the last one, so that everybody has more chance to go. So it should be in the comments on YouTube first. So for Twitch and for Facebook and Twitch, I'm sorry you have to wait for your turn, but that way everybody has a better chance to take part. Okay, so the first few numbers of the room are just being put inside. Oh, everybody's here. Cool. So we have Atso with Isane, we have Fujin with Ichigo, and we have Kosaru with Yami. You guys, are you okay with connectivity? It looks a bit weak. I hope it's okay. Yami, are you going to be okay? Your connection looks a bit red. And Mark is with us too. God, this is confusing. And I really dig the music of this background. Okay. We're waiting for Atso. Kosaru is coming back. Okay, it's coming. Yeah, Mark's got a big head. It's always been a problem with him. Chapeau de paille était dans la chambre? Okay, here we go. I haven't played this raid in a long time because I haven't really needed Aizen in a long time. I know it's a pretty tough one. So when I play with Nanao-chan, I usually go full cooldown reduction with her. I don't put any any recovery soul link because anyway she can cure everyone. So it's just about being patient. But she can cure back every 15 seconds with full CDR, so it's okay. Her normal attack is just 3 rounds, but all her strong attack are pushing everyone, so it's really nice to, you can clean the area. So she's ever since I got her last year, she's been one of my favorite like go-to characters. Well, I don't have Final Getsugaten Shoichigo, so it also helped that she's my go-to blue character. With Christmas Haribel that I was lucky enough to get. So it's going to be a bit hard to read the comments. So now is a good time if you want to if you want to insult or mock me. I can't see it. I can see it. Oh, a bit of heal for everybody. The main point with this raid, I haven't played it in a while, but is that it's pretty narrow and you have a lot of those big dudes around, so you just have to be careful. Every time there's a new spawn, try to do the flash steps and not be caught in the middle because they're pretty lethal. And as you see, the good thing with Nanao is that she can push everyone around, so you can clean the area up a bit. So I really dig Nanao, so I play a lot with her. And one thing when you do like extreme co-op or like some difficult raids, there's not a wait option in the chat, but like people when your stamina is down and we finish the screen, I'm always begging people to just wait because it's not like a time challenge. If you wait before the next chamber, like I can heal you, I just need to wait a few seconds. So guys, like wait up, wait up, wait up, I can cure you. Up, there we go. See, every 15 seconds I can cure everyone again. But I guess people just don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. Yeah, I know I can't read the comment, but I can sing Dawson's Creek for some reason. I'm not proud of it. I'm proud of it. So if you have Nanao-chan, she's a really good choice for that raid because she also have the killer advantage. Oop, oop, bail, 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 bail. We're doing good, we're doing good. Oop. This is what I'm talking about. You don't want to be caught in the middle because you've got those damn freezing like flying stuff. And if you mix that with the big hole in there, your stamina can just like disappear pretty fast. So the key is just like keep moving, keep it mobile. Okay, here we are. So the main drawback of Nanao is her special. So I'm gonna let other people take it if they want to. Yeah, take it, Fujin, take it. I want it. But the good thing, so the way you can go over Nanao's really bad special, if someone paralyzes or frees the boss first, if you do it then it's pretty lethal. And then when there's a big mess of people there, I usually just put it around here. And you know, it does the damage. It stays for a long time, then I try to attract them in there. It's not the best special out there, but you can make it work. It just needs a bit of work. But the best combo is if you have a Toshiro in there that frees them, and then you put them, then it gets really interesting. Okay, so he's gone. And then we have a Hell Bell. Go Tim. You're going down. Okay, no drops. That's kind of worrying. And then you have Aizen, so just keep your distances. Skipping is caring, skipping is caring. Or not. So just make sure you bail whenever he gets his strong attack because that hurts like hell. And no drops. No drops. But that was good. Good walk in the park. We lost Atsu in the process. Please heal me. Thanks. So no drops. Sorry guys. No drops. Did we get any good droplets in there? 8? Well, I'll go with that. So I will prepare the room. Thank you guys. And then what should we do for the next one? Would you guys want a Ulquiorra or Kenpachi? Kenpachi Ulquiorra for my Facebook peeps. Facebook peeps, do you want Ulquiorra or Kenny? So Kenpachi, okay. First one gets it. So up. And I will keep playing with Nanao-chan because I like her. And I'll start cooking, I guess. Sorry, they said Kenpachi first. So again, you should have the comments on Facebook with the room. There it is. Thank you, YouTube. That was a pretty good run. We played it safe, I know, but hey. You don't want to spend too many orbs reviving yourself before a new summons. I get that. I get that. And I'm gonna wash aside myself. This is for you guys. The rules are the rules. Bon appétit. Yeah. Okay. Puro 808, I should just squeeze the tube in my mouth. That's nasty, man. So we have, sorry, boys. We have Lucky Larry with Parasol Shinsui. Oh, hello, cowboy. With, oh, Byakuya. Who would have known? And we have Andor with Baragan. Like, Baragan is like an unsung heroes of Brave Soul. He's such a killer even now in PvP. In co-op, he's a beast. Okay, guys, let's go. Might need a bit of water. Oh, no. Cowboy, we lost Cowboy. もう一回やります? Sorry. We're going to start again. We lost. I don't know if you weren't ready. Sorry, guys. Roberto Alvarado, I ignored you. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, we're going to start again. I can go, like, we're going to do the Twitch one if you guys have time, just bear with us. Can you wasabi yourself? Yeah, I just did. Reggie, you need to get out of the McDonald's Wi-Fi. I guess it's a 24-hour open McDonald's. What are you having? Sorry for whoever was with us at the beginning. So now we have Anubis U1 with Uryu, we have Little Dono with Ichigo, and we have Shvon with Muramasa. Sorry guys, but with free it's a bit tough. Sorry, Reggie. This is BS. No, it's BBS. Okay, here we go. Okay. Boom. So the only drawback with her is that because she pushes the enemy with the strong attacks, I kind of miss everybody. Like my colleagues' attacks kind of get nowhere because I push everyone because they can hit them. So apologies. Okay. Oh, everyone's doing really well. Up. So yeah, we should be able to show you more footage of the 5.0 update next week. Again, I wasn't sure myself if we would need like the equipped character to be released, like to use the Hogyoku's wheel and stuff. The good news is no. So you can still benefit from the status boost without having a character that's released, so that's a good thing. Sure, it's new grind, but there's new levels, there's new quests. I'm looking forward to that personally. I have my Nanao-chan, so I'm quite happy that it's blue to begin with. And the 5.0 will also be adding the measures against the AFK players, so we should be able to talk about it more next week as well. But we just thought it would be better to start, like, you know, because it was a bit confusing last week, and also because you need some good blue characters when the update arrives, so we thought it would be better to just give you a heads up. We're doing good. So I hope you can see that putting like a Hojikuzai and a full cooldown reduction on a team hero is actually pretty sweet. I am not gonna take I'm not gonna take the soul bomb. It's a bit wasted on her. Bail. Damn, you guys are good. No drop, so that's a double, no drop. Bail. Ah, no drop, come on. Nice, bien joué tout le monde, merci beaucoup. Please heal me. I'm actually much better with a character that I know. Red Lucas 79, t'es resté debout aussi, merci. Kender Jean-Marie, les 13 divisions. Le taux de drop c'est quoi? Bah, si c'est milieu du mois, c'est 3%. Matt, what is the banner for the end of the month? I can't tell. They have my son! I can't tell. No, they don't have my son, but I really can't tell. Thank you guys. That was another good run. I know it's a bit late, but we're gonna do Twitch. So you know what? I'll wait for the wasabi at the end, and if it's another no drop, I'll do a sandwich. But we have to go fast. So we're gonna finish with Ulquiorra because people have asked for it, and so that's gonna be for Twitch in the comments. So bear with us. Chapeau de paille, ben ouais mec, j'espère que tu pourras dormir. What? Ricky the Asian, you leave my family out of this. I have a semi-specific set of skill, and I might find you or not, but I will try. Gentle Dane, I might know what they are and I can't tell. Ah, Julien Duprat, t'étais à Nubis? Bah merci, merci. Terrell Kid, I'm sorry you're mad. I'm sorry you're mad at me. If it's any consolation, Terrell Kid, that was the game, like company's game, that's not my own game. I don't have Mugetsu, I don't have Lost Agent Chichigo either. Okay, everyone's here. We have, yeah, my man Kon with Kon. We have Home 7 with Ichigo, and we have something Grimjo that needs to, oh, Kukapuro, I like that, I like your style. No? Okay. Okay, so let's go, because it's late already. Gentle Dane, wait, we still have a lot of characters to release, man. Watch this space. Tana Young, the co-op measures will be presented next week, hopefully, on Facebook's Tana Young, so bear with us. If you can't watch the live stream, you can always check the videos later and jump to the part that interests you, but we should be able to present more details next week. So thanks for your patience. Okay, here goes. And boom goes the dynamite. So the Ultra raid is one of the toughest one, again, because of the sheer numbers of mobs that comes in. So it's about keeping mobile, trying to guess when a new mob is coming and getting the heck out of there. I'm gonna try to do my job as the healer. So I think the news arrived on Global that the next extreme co-op on Global would be with red characters. With power characters, so obviously people are gonna want Isane, but if you have other healers of other attributes like Tsukishima or even probably Retsu, like think about it, obviously like Isane has the attribute advantage, Nana would have the disadvantage, so you might not want to do it, but for others it's also another option, because I noticed on the Japanese server it was really hard to start a quest because everybody wanted Isane, but there are, oh, I just did my strong against the tree. There are other options. Obviously, the attribute advantage is good, but if you're the healer, it doesn't have to be. So think about that. There's a life beyond Isane. Although I would have really liked to pull her. And for those who don't know, we announced earlier this week that we are changing the rules for Brave Battles because it came to our attention on customer support and on the Reddit sub that we don't creep in there, we just watch it because there's a lot of players talking about the game in there, and we wouldn't be doing our job really well if we wouldn't check it. So yes, we do check it, and it was brought to our attention that in the top division, people were kind of colluding to make ties and to keep in the top division, so that unfortunately some people below couldn't get promoted. So that will be changed from next week, I think, and the time would be used. So if there's a draw, it's the first player that got that score that will be on top of the other. So you know, the rule was like that. It's just that people kind of take advantage of it, won't judge it. It is how it is, but we're changing that so that it can't happen again. So I'm sorry for people who were disappointed about it. Thank you for pointing that out, and it's going to be changed. So again, you know, we read your comments, we read your customer support tickets. We can't always answer everything. We can't always satisfy everybody, but we sure damn try. So thank you. Go team. So this is like a pretty tough room because they keep coming. So again, try to keep mobile, try to not stay at the same time. Good job, guys. And this is it. This is it. So he's got a guard, so that we have to be pretty careful about it. Oh, that was a bit fast, wasn't it, Con, my man? Okay, here it is. When your Cura starts charging, you want to get out of there. Wow, you guys are strong. Whoop, that was the other way. I didn't see no drop. Holmes! Holmes! We lost you. We lost you, man. But that's okay. Please heal me. Sorry, I let you down. I think that's a triple no drop, is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, well. Thanks, everyone, for joining. I'm going to go double tap. I'm going to was aside myself again. Chapeau de paille, bonne chance pour le bac. Tu fais quel bac? Écoute, moi c'était il y a très longtemps. Hein. La vache, moi c'était il y a presque 20 ans, mon gars. Faut réviser. Faut prendre le temps. Je sais que c'est embêtant, mais ça vaut vraiment le coup de faire l'effort. Bon courage. Gentle Dan, how much do you play the game? Well, I play every day, man. Pretty much have to. I just have a 200 character so far. My Kendo Pachi is 190, so I'm getting there. But I play every day. So this is our show. We'll be back next week with School Idol Festival and Brave Soul, and with this dude. Yeah, we can just dance it out. We'll be talking about the update 5.0 next week, so bear with us. It's probably going to be just videos because I'm not sure we'll be able to show actual footage by then because they're still working on it. Yeah, I punish myself with wasabi. It's everybody has a hobby. Mine is wasabi. Mathieu, est-ce que j'aime Marc? Yeah, as a friend, as a peer. Je l'aime en ami, oui. Have a nice evening every day, good night. Some people are awake really early, so have a nice day or just get a few hours of sleep. Good luck with the summons coming and the events. And we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bon appétit. Bye-bye.